guys, welcome back to Hike Oregon. A few people have requested that I make a video showing and giving a tour of my website, hikeoregon.net. So if you're new to my channel and you think I just make YouTube videos, I don't. I actually just started making YouTube videos about 6 months ago, and I have a website that I created 2.5 years ago, and it is my baby. So I just wanted to give you a quick tour of what it has to offer and how you can utilize it as a tool for yourself to pick hikes and stuff like that. So if you're not in Oregon and this doesn't really pertain to you, you can still go check out my website, because I not only have hike write-ups, I also have extensive gear reviews and stuff like that on there as well. Okay, so here we have the home page. We are on the home page, as you can see. Here I have a little slideshow that has like 12 or so pictures that it scrolls through continuously. Here I have Hike Oregon and a little quote that says, "Discover yourself through the power of nature." And then here you can take a little 5-question survey that I've just made so that I can get to know my audience a little bit better, as far as how useful the site is and suggestions and stuff like that. It's been really helpful to hear what my audience wants to see. So if you have a moment, it's literally only 5 questions. Go ahead and fill that out. It helps me a lot. And then here I have like what's new every week. So I will always have here my most recent hike write-up. And then here I'll have my most recent YouTube video as well. You'll always see the 2 most recent things here on the homepage. And then if you want to see more of what's recent or what's coming up, you can scroll down a little bit, and I have what's coming up this month and links if it's already happened. So backpacking dinners review already happened. Outdoor herbivore review post has not happened yet. Rosary Lake snowshoeing has not happened yet, so there's no link. But Alsea Falls hike write-up, there's a link. Same with the YouTube video. So this kind of grows as the month goes on, and I come up with more ideas. And at the very bottom, I have my product sponsors. So I have Purple Rain Adventure Skirts, Outdoor Herbivore, and Big Agnes. Okay, so the sidebar here is how you can go through the site and find everything that you need. So the second thing is my online store. So we have my quarterly membership, which I'm not going to go into detail about that, but if you're interested, all the info is there. You'll just click on it. Then I have some Oregon postcards, a 10-pack, so you get 2 of each photo, and they're all photos that I've taken. Don't worry, it says fall winter. I'm going to change that. I have spring summer edition as well. And then I have my Heart in Oregon sticker. I have big and small ones that I sell. So if you love Oregon, buy yourself a sticker. No shipping costs or anything. So really cheap. Okay, now we are going to head over to About the Author. And this is just a quick write-up of me, owner and author of Hike Oregon. This is me, a little couple paragraphs about myself. And then I have one contributing author, Daniel Fent, who is here in Eugene as well, and I actually met him hiking, and he has explored this area extensively. So he is an awesome resource, and he has written 2 hiking posts for me as well. So he is a contributing author. Now we will head up to how to use this site. Okay, so how to use this site. I have a very detailed map of Oregon. It has most of the major watersheds on it, rivers, and towns. So it'll help you identify the general area of where these hikes are. And then I just write about my difficulty ratings. So that's pretty much that page. It's pretty simple. And then we have Portland and the Columbia Gorge. So these are just landing pages pretty much. So it'll say Columbia Gorge area, and then I will have a sentence or so about what that area contains. So it says this area encompasses all of Portland and the city surroundings, as well as the entire Columbia Gorge, as well as the Washington side of the gorge. So unfortunately I only have one hike, but let me go down here. For example, Santiam Foothills, I have a lot more hikes here. So Santiam Foothills encompasses the North and South Santiam River, Detroit Lake, and the Sweet Home area. So I always tell you what the area is, and then you can go back to the map if you need to and look at where that is exactly. So, and then these are the hikes that I have listed. If you are wondering, MO stands for members only, so that is where the membership comes in. If you have paid for my membership, you can see those member only hikes that I have listed here. And then also, if you don't want to look at it this way, you can also just scroll down here and the hikes will pop up next to the area. So if you know the area you want to go to and you don't need to see what it encompasses or anything, you can just, you don't have to click on Mackenzie Foothills, you can just see what its drop down bar pertains. Okay, so now let's go to a hike and I'll kind of show you what I have there. So here's a hiking page, Patjens Lakes hike. At the top, I will always have an informational photo or informational whatever. It's basically a photo where I have all of the main info on it. So I have general location, difficulty, type of hike, the distance, including elevation gain, and the landscape. So that way, it's easy for my readers to be like, it's easy for my readers to just look at this and be like, hey, 6.75 miles, that's way too far for me. Look for something else. Or loop, I don't really want to do a loop. Next hike, look for the next thing. So they don't have to read through the entire hike write-up to know that this is not something for them or this might be awesome for them. So, and I always have these icons here. If it's horse friendly, I'll have the horse icon. If there's camping, I'll have the camping icon. If it's dog friendly, I also have like if it's snowshoe friendly or what else is there? Mountain bike friendly, that kind of thing. So I'll always have these icons here if those things are allowed. Then I have this thing in between the info picture and the map. I have to download the GPX track for this hike, click here. So I feel like a lot of people don't know about this feature. I get comments from people all the time requesting that I give them the GPS track, but it's already here. So if you go to my website via your smartphone, you can click on this and download the GPS track directly to your smartphone so that then you have it on your hike. So super easy. And if you're not on a smartphone and you click on this just takes you to the app that I use, Motion X GPS, and it's just the map. It's detailed. You can scroll in and out. You can scroll way out and see where in Oregon it is. For example, this is partially in the Willamette National Forest and partially in the Mount Washington Wilderness area. So, you can see all of that on this. So it's a much more detailed map than I provide here. Okay, now let's take a look at the maps that I make. So I basically take the GPS route that it has tracked during my hike, and then I kind of make it my own. So I will always put where the trailhead is. I will always put extra, like if there's a trail split, I will always put where the other trail goes or the trail number and the name if I know it. I will put the high point of the hike as well as the low point. So this is not the elevation gain or loss of the hike. That is up here, right here. But you will see, for example, this is really important for snow. If you know there's snow at, 4,000 feet elevation right now, then you probably can't go do this hike, because this hike is well within the 4 to 5,000 feet elevation. So you kind of know what you can and can't do in what seasons by this. So I always name the lakes and rivers and whatever else is on the map. If there's a viewpoint, I will put where the viewpoint is, and that kind of thing. So it's pretty detailed. Whatever I mention in the write-up, you'll see on the map. And then as we scroll down, I basically just have a lot of pictures as well as my hike write-up. So I will write about the trail, I will write about my experience on the trail, I will write about in what mileage you'll see the turnoff, and it's pretty detailed. So it's definitely very informative. I always include pictures of if there's a split in the trail and there's a sign. I will always include a picture of that. Yeah, like I said, I try to include as many pictures of the hike as well as like the actual trail as I can, so you can see the condition of the trail. You can see if it's rocky or dusty or steep or whatever you might need to know. You'll be able to see it here, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, so this is one of the coolest hikes I've been on, for sure. I really, really love this hike. But yeah, that's pretty much a hike write-up. As you can see, lots of pictures. At the end of the hike write-up, I always have directions, as well as if you'll need a forest pass or whatever other special pass you might need for that specific trail or trailhead. I always make sure to put that there. And then if I do have a YouTube video that I've made of that hike, I will include it at the bottom as well. And then I just have my social media icons as well as my little disclaimer, so that I hopefully don't get sued by anyone who gets lost on the trail. So that is pretty much it as far as this whole section. It's all hikes. So I have hikes in the Portland, Columbia Gorge area, Mount Hood area, Santiam Foothills, Mount Jefferson, Santiam Pass, Mackenzie Foothills, the Three Sisters, Bend in Central Oregon, Willamette Pass, Willamette Foothills, and the coast. I still need to add Southern Oregon. That is a place I have not been. So that will hopefully get added here this summer at some point. And then I have my other section. So let's check that out really quick. I have recommendations, adventure stories, and product reviews. So we'll just take a moment to check out each of these. My recommendations page is basically just bundled hikes. So I have top 10 Oregon hikes for kids. I have top 10 winter hikes 2014, top low elevation winter hikes, 10 gear essentials, how to dress for cold weather hikes, and my leave no trace information. So these are like very bundled posts, which is nice for some people. And then I have my adventure stories, currently just 2 of those. I have one written by Daniel Fent, his experience in the Jefferson Wilderness, and then I have my 110 miles on the PCT. So these are going to be less like hike write-ups and more of like journal type writing. So if you're more into that, this is really fun to read. And then product reviews, that's pretty straightforward. Whatever products I have reviewed, I have here. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it as far as my website goes. If you're ever searching for anything, up here there is a search bar. You can type in a hike that you might be looking for or the name of a lake or something like that, and it will pull up if I've written about it. So that's really neat. And then here are all my social media icons, and as well as email. So if you ever have any questions and need to email me, I generally get back to my YouTube comments faster than I do an email. So I feel like YouTube comments might be a better way to get a hold of me. And then if you ever want to share any of my stuff, if you think, oh, this post is really cool, I got to share it with all my Facebook friends, you can use these icons here to share the post. Anyway, that's about it, you guys. If you have any questions or any suggestions, I love suggestions, let me know in the comments below. If any of you who are living in Oregon, if there's any specific hikes you want to see on the website, like ASAP, please let me know. I have about 45 hikes that I have gone on that I have not written about, so it's kind of difficult sometimes to know, okay, which hike am I going to write about next. I do try to do it by season, but, sometimes I'll have like 6 hikes that would be great to write about for summer or for June or for April. So sometimes it's hard to choose. So if there's anything particular you want to see, let me know. Also, those of you who don't live in Oregon, if there's anything you want to see on the website, let me know as far as like reviews and stuff like that or other write-ups. I'm happy to do that. I want to be able to reach a larger audience, even those of you who aren't in Oregon. I want this to be a useful tool for you guys if you are looking for something. So just let me know in the comments below. I have designed and managed this website from the beginning. No one made this for me. I did it all myself. So again, be gentle. It is my baby. But yeah, this is basically where this Hike Oregon thing started. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.